Alrighty, hopefully I'm recording. Just having a shortbread biscuit and some coffee. Very nice. Based on this morning's event, I'm going to call for the immediate recolonisation of Australia under wonderful conditions, wonderful terms. This will be incredibly voluntary. But we should target members of Ireland, England and Scotland, citizens that wish to create a new life in the Southern Hemisphere. You'll be given a once-off grant, a once-off loan of a figure yet to be determined to assist you in your relocation, with the cost of the moving and luggage and all that thing will be covered, and you'll be given a grant to begin building and purchasing a property here, which will be all worked out in the future. And this is to relieve those regions of Scotland, Ireland and England that are suffering from over-urbanisation, which is a symptomology, excess drinking, excess drugs, excess crime, excess disassociation from reality. These are all side effects left over from the Industrial Revolution, which is a large project that we all need to chip in and get done. Australia will be the medicine that pharma cannot give you and has lied to you about. The things like the climate in the northern hemisphere in those regions, not being enough sun, not getting enough vitamin D, not having access to large areas, not being able to have your own place to do things, overpopulation, exposure to crime, just all of it, really. It's a sad state of affairs to grow up in certain parts of England, Scotland and Wales. What you will find here is a ready population of people that have been here from those same regions. My family from England being here for 180 years. My mother's family from Scotland and Ireland being here for over 160 years. So yeah, we're definitely English, Irish and Scottish and Welsh down here. So you will find it very, very welcoming, very similar, and very open to all your wildest desires. You will immediately elevate yourself to a position you would have thought to be impossible, which has led to my mother's boyfriend thinking that he can kind of throw his weight around, and me humouring him for the small amount of time that he tried to do that. But this will enable us to reassess vast regions of England, Scotland and Ireland, and really work out the future of those regions, which are the beacon, they're the homing beacon for this Commonwealth dream. And so we can't have it looking like shit. And it's looking like shit because you're all suffering from this urbanized disorder. You'll like to know, if you're from Ireland, that the monarchy here will be Irish. And so will the monarchy in Ireland. And the monarchy here in Australia has been won firmly by the Irish Republican Army. So up the Ra. In the true spirit of Ned Kelly, the Irish have prevailed. In a way, so a certain sect of Irish have prevailed in winning Australia and clearing it of all its hurdles and obstacles, so that it can send out the signal, and all the bloody Irish Republicans can be welcomed here. And so well done. And I'm going to go, I think, land over in the north and then just quietly walk down south and make sure you are all out of there by the time that's through. So that'll be wonderful as well. And I'll keep an eye over on fucking England, to make sure that those Windsors stay the fuck over there. Because Ireland needs to be made beautiful as well. It took a long time to figure this whole mess out. I wasn't given a manual. I think that was part of the whole thing. They're like, well, he better just figure it out for himself. Because none of us have any idea how to figure it out. I think you'll find that it's a wonderful strategy for everyone. We have cows. I'm surrounded by them here in beautiful, lush fields that are lacking communities around them. They're lacking beautiful houses. They're lacking communities. They're lacking pubs. There's a lot of pubs not here. They haven't been built yet. You've got to build them. You know what I mean? Yeah, for yourselves. Because this, although, we've kind of thought for a long time now that helping people and providing them with monetary service for them to maintain it actually just ends up making the whole thing worse. You will never feel more free than when you're living under your own roof that you've erected yourself. And we've got some new technologies here, so it's never been easier. We use metal. It's like Meccano. The Meccano kit you had as a kid, it's exactly the same. And being that we live down here and the temperature's a bit different, stone houses and things like that don't really make sense here. So you put a house up in a fucking couple of weekends. A modest house, it depends. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Take on something you can do and then work on the actual landscape. That's what you didn't do there. You didn't plant enough trees, didn't plant enough gardens. You just kind of tried to bomb each other and destroy all the infrastructure and then bred like fucking flies. Another thing we've got down in Australia as well, lots of flies. So you're going to introduce yourself to them, but not that many. There are certain places where there are tons of flies. Here, in the place I live, the beginning of kind of summer, there's flies for about not even a month, and then they kind of just disappear. So, yeah, it's not bad. The heat sucks, but that's why we have air conditioning, and that's why you're going to plant trees, would be my recommendation. But, as I said, the Irish Queen will make all those decisions. I'm just an advisor, I suppose, just a simple advisor. The amount of space is hard to understand. I was speaking to my girlfriend yesterday about the English people's perception of Australia, and she was saying how she had relatives that said, "Oh, I'll drive over from Sydney and see you." It's like, no, still, even this day and age, it's still quite a harrowing trip. It's a very vast distance. It will boggle your mind. And that is existent everywhere. And what we mainly have is a lot of degraded agricultural land because we've been feeding all of you for a very long time and providing you with fibres and money and things like that. So it's time to do an exchange program. And something we should hopefully continue if we wish to have stability against extreme forces like the United States and like China. So we need to unite under this action. And the Irish played a hard game, and they they did indeed win. They won Australia. It's a very big, minus Tasmania, which is no longer part of Australia. It's a separate place. It's a country. All of its own. Tasmania is a country, and if anyone even looks at it, you will all be killed. There's a reason that fucking thing down there is called the Tasmanian Devil. It's because if you touch that fucking place, if you touch the Apple fucking Isle, you will all be killed. Do I make that fucking clear, right? So it's a wonderful day. Australia belongs to the Irish, Ireland belongs to the other Irish, England belongs to the English, and Scotland belongs to Scotland under protection by the English for a little bit. We still got to find that King of Scotland. Nobody knows where the fuck he is. Yeah? He's fucking nicked off somewhere, and we don't know where he is. So just remember, he's always in the last place you look. What a wonderful day. What a wonderful day. And, as I've said, this convict thing, bound for Botany Bay, it's like, I could drive out the wheat belt now, to the farms, and go and talk to the relatives of convicts that left those regions, left England, left Ireland, left wherever. And they're sitting on hundreds of acres of land that has been degraded to all fuckery because of lack of people. There's just one guy there with a tractor and Bill Gates telling him to fucking mush. And you need 200 people on that to make sense. Yeah, it's industrialization. The Industrial Revolution is well over. We're into the tech revolution. We're into the AI revolution. We're into the, we're going to now repair the damage that industrialization birthed us. If you look around I've got this big stereo set and these big TVs. It's all replaced now with a phone that costs like $1,500. You know what I mean? That stuff would have cost tens of thousands of dollars to accumulate all those things. That's what we needed the industrialization for. That's what we needed the housing for, the urban housing. To run the factories, to run the data centers, to run the defense. It all doesn't make sense now. We just need to get back on to living. And that's what I've proven here by doing just videos in my shed. You know what I mean? We need to take that one small step for man. If NASA did anything, they had some cool fucking script writers to write their scripts. So it's a rather big step from Ireland or England or Scotland to Australia. But you will never look back. I am spoiled. I've been spoiled. I've swum in crystal clear water. I've walked in land that few people have trodden in. I've had the freedom to fucking tell the royal family where to go. You know what I mean? And all of that has been done. The only thing that I've had to compete with is my children's mother, and because she is a fierce Irish legendary hero. Okay? She, with the help of her family and the help of the Irish Republican Army, has conquered Australia. Yeah? I knew the minute she walked into my dad's house, I went, fucking hell, I've got to have her. She is a fierce, I had no chance. Look at me, I'm a spoiled little fucking pommy wanker. No chance of that cold-blooded fucking queen. I'm just glad to put it all behind me. Yeah. And perhaps return the favour in Ireland. I've got a couple of ideas for Ireland. This tiny little fuck. I got fucking gypped. I got gypped. Have you seen how big Australia is? And I get Ireland. I think you'll be glad that I get Ireland, because if I don't get Ireland, then Conor McGregor gets Ireland. I think we all know what that means. Ireland needs a little bit better strategy than fucking Lamborghini fucking speedboats, I think, at this stage. So, you'll be glad that he's missed all this by rubbing shoulders with the Americans in this moment. He should be at home, shouldn't he? Should be fucking securing the home base, but he's not. He's out there fucking taking selfies. And that's nothing against Conor McGregor. He's a brilliant fighter, and he is a brilliant voice for Ireland. He's just not. He shouldn't be, yeah. So I don't know where his alliances lie now. I haven't asked him. I don't fucking have any idea whether he'll be now residing in Ireland or whether he'll be residing in Australia. The New Ireland. New Ireland. You could call it New Ireland, because it is indeed an island. And it's fucking way bigger, honestly. It's like compared to my boat, and like if you compare my little boat and Conor McGregor's Lamborghini boat, that's the fucking kind of thing. Ireland has just fucking walked out of here with a fucking Lamborghini. And I'm fucking pushing me push bike away. And that's nothing against Ireland. We're going to fucking make that push bike fucking sick. I can tell you. I can feel the spirit of Ireland. I can't wait to get back to Ireland and have a pint of Guinness, not that other shit, pint of Guinness on Irish soil, because everybody knows. My father's been telling me my whole life, he told me my whole life, that it does not travel across the ocean. So I've never even tasted Guinness. Imagine that, this poor little Irish fucking baby sweltering over here. Not sweltering just because of the trees. You guys are going to plant trees so it's not going to be hot, but sweltering over here and in the pioneering spirit of Ned Kelly, and not even tasting that mother's milk of Guinness as it was intended, as God intended. Yeah. So let's all pour coffee sometimes, pour a nice cup of tea, and celebrate a deal well done, well played by everybody. It's a new world. It's a whole new world. And yeah, I look forward to a positive and shining, bright, beautiful future. Thank you.